Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. 6-year-old among 2 children killed in St. Catherine crash, several hospitalized. A 6-year-old is among 2 children who died from crash-related injuries in a massive casualty road tragedy on Saturday. 11 people were involved in the 2-vehicle crash, including at least 4 children. 2 children have been transferred to the Bustamante Hospital for Children and an adult to Kingston Public Hospital. Several of the crash victims sustained severe brain injuries and fractures. Dr. Clark, acting senior medical officer of the Health of Spanish Town Hospital, confirmed Sunday morning. The ones at Spanish Town Hospital are stable and non-critical, Clark said. Clark said that he was alerted to the mass casualty by accident and emergency unit staff around 6:30 p.m. Saturday. The crash happened about 5:15 p.m. along the Old Harbour Main Road in the vicinity of McCook's St. Catherine. A 2012 Toyota Wish with 9 people aboard and a 2012 Nissan AD wagon with 2 persons were traveling in opposite directions when the driver of the Wish reportedly sought to execute an overtake when the crash occurred. This was noted by Superintendent Wellington, acting commanding officer for the St. Catherine North Police Division. The road was said to be wet. Teen man injured in separate St. Thomas shooting. The Seaford community in St. Thomas has been rocked by a spate of shootings over the last 24 hours. Since Saturday night, 3 incidents took place in the community within the span of 3 hours. The first, which occurred at 7:32 p.m., involved a 29-year-old man who was shot and injured in the vicinity of Blacksmith Lane. It is reported that he was in the motor vehicle at the back of his premises when several loud explosions were heard. Following checks, it was discovered that he received several gunshot wounds to his right upper arm. The man was rushed to the Princess Margaret Hospital, where he was admitted in stable condition. Less than 10 minutes later, a 17-year-old Morant Bay High School student was shot in her right knee around 7:40 p.m. It is reported that the student, who is also a resident of the community, was in his yard along with other family members when several loud explosions were heard. The teen boy received a gunshot wound. He was rushed to the Princess Margaret Hospital, where he was treated and subsequently released. And after 2 hours later at 9:45 p.m., a police team assigned to the St. Thomas Operation and Support Unit came under fire near the Cooks Methodist Church. It is reported that the team was on mobile patrol in the Seaford area when 4 men were seen in the cemetery of the church. 2 of the men were allegedly armed with rifles, while the others reportedly had handguns. Upon seeing the police team, the men reportedly opened fire, which was returned by the cops. So far, it is not yet known if any of the gunmen were injured. However, no member of the police party received injuries during the incident. It is not clear whether the 3 incidents are connected. The shootings followed the grisly July 11 murder of 50-year-old Denise Bell and her partner 41-year-old Jermaine Jeffrey in St. Thomas. A day earlier, National Junior footballer Jerry Carr, 18, and taxi driver Andrew Mullins were gunned down. The parish has seen a 62% increase in murders, while shootings are down by 14%. Woman in custody over fatal stabbing in Trelawney. A woman is dead and another is in police custody following a fatal stabbing in Cooper's Pen in Trelawney. The deceased is Tamar Thompson of Back City in Cooper's Pen. The police report that about 6 p.m. on Saturday, Thompson and another woman were involved in a heated argument. During the exchange, Thompson was stabbed. The police were called and she was taken to hospital where she was pronounced dead. The other woman was taken into custody. Mills, proud of Silver's effort, anticipates greater success. After guiding his young charge of Civil to the 4th place finish in the men's 100-meter final at the World Athletics Championships in Eugene, Coach Glenn Mills expressed satisfaction with the result and is confident that the added experience and the sprinter's overall development will make him a force to be reckoned with at major upcoming championships. Silver competed in his first World Championships and second senior international competition after featuring in the semifinals at Tokyo Olympics game, clocked 9.97 seconds to finish behind the American trio of Fred Curley, Marvin Bracey, and Trevon Bromwell. Speaking to reporters shortly after the event, Mills warned that it is only a matter of time before the 24-year-old make his own way to the podium, adding, that they have already identified the key areas for improvement. I'm elated about Sever's performances this year, and his fourth place finish at the World Championships is a solid contribution to the development that is going on, Mills said. He has not yet even started competing on the circuit in a meaningful way, and that will further enhance his competitive skills and ability. So, we know we have a quite great ocean of unexplored areas. Mills believed that Sever was hampered by a poor execution opening phase, but showed good speed and determination to fight his way back into medal contention. I am yet to assess the race in the way I usually do, but at first glance, it wasn't the greatest of starts. The first 30 meters could have been significantly better. The lane in a 100 meter doesn't really matter, but I do think being drawn beside the joint competition, who is very quick starter Christian Coleman, who had helped his situation, because though Coleman didn't feature at the end, he certainly was out in a blaze, and that probably could have thrown off Sever's execution. That's part of the experience in competing with people at those levels that he will get over the next period, Mills added. So the next time, when put in that situation, he'll know how to react and execute under those conditions. He made a tremendous surge in the middle and at one stage heading towards the finish. He was in a medal position, but Bummel on the outside was able to gather himself and surge past him and place him into fourth. The time wasn't great. I know he's capable of running faster, but one of the things is that he is yet to reach the stage where he can run that semi-final and come back on an hour and a half to even run faster. This is another thing that we'll be able to work on, and we are working on, and I am certain that the next time around he will be ready to deal with it based on what we're doing. So we're taking it one step at a time. Luckily for us, the next World Championship is the next year, and then followed by the Olympics, said Mills. Sever has made significant improvements this season, dropping his personal best to 9.86 seconds, making him the sixth fastest Jamaican in history. D&G Foundation Learning for Life program to train 1,500. The D&G Foundation has extended its partnership with the Heart NSTA Trust to deliver bartending, customer service and merchandising training to 1,500 unattached youth through the Learning for Life program this year. Trainees will also benefit from paid short-term employment on the internship element of the program. Since Learning for Life first launched in 2008, approximately 16,000 Jamaicans have received skills and capacity building training. The program provides a second chance for unattached and vulnerable young adults between 18 and 35 years old, imparting skills used in the hospitality, retail, enterprise, bartending, and agriculture sector that can stimulate income-generating opportunities and first-time employment. Learning for Life also teaches soft skills like financial literacy, professional comportment, and communication skills. According to D&G Foundation accountant Dennis Beckford, merchandising, customer service, and bartending are among the most in-demand skills right now in the hospitality industry. By coupling lessons in these areas with soft skills like budgeting and other interpersonal skills, we are preparing the students to transition smoothly into the world of work. This year, we are targeting at least 100 persons for each parish to receive training. As a result of our partnership with Heart, we have already seen high attendance levels in our classes. On location with an exceptionally high uptake of the program is Portmore St. Catherine. The bartending program, which convenes weekly at the Marine Park Community Center in Brighton, already have over 20 students. Several of the trainees have expressed a desire to pursue jobs in the hospitality industry and on cruise ships or to open their own establishments. Entrepreneur G23 from Dunholding started practicing drive mixes at home in his spare time and decided to join the program to gain formal training to kickstart his career in the cruise industry. I know that cruise ships have an active recruitment drive in Jamaica and the Caribbean. I am preparing myself for one day take advantage of that opportunity. This is my second week in the program. In week 1, we learn about career advancement and how to prepare yourself for the world of work. We learn how to prepare our resume and change it depending on the job we're applying for and how to operate in a professional environment. I am looking forward to learning financial skills this week because this is knowledge that everyone needs to learn. My ultimate goal is to start a bar and lawn, said Sheikh. Heart's role in this partnership is to reach out and make contact with potential students for the program and use our employment training structure to facilitate Red Stripes lessons, shared Heart National Service Corps Program Empowerment Officer Isaacs. He continued, the ultimate objective is to have students engaged, trained, interned, and ultimately employed and able to make a meaningful contribution to society and the economy. So far, students have been excited and, more importantly, involved. Word has spread, and we're getting a lot of interest from new students who want to join. We have already started gathering people for a second group. This is a promising sign. 150 additional COVID cases. The Ministry of Health and Wellness reported 150 new COVID-19 cases on Saturday, July 16, bringing the infection total to 144,767. The new cases comprise 76 females and 74 males, with ages ranging from 2 years to 93 years. The cases were recorded in St. James 18, Westmoreland 4, Kingston and St. Andrew 44, St. Anne 2, St. Mary 10, St. Catherine 38, Portland 5, Trelawney 5, Clarendon 11, Hanover 1, Manchester 1, St. Elizabeth 4, and St. Thomas 7. One more death was reported for the period. The deceased is a 73-year-old male from St. Catherine who died in November 2021. There were 96 recoveries in the last 24 hours, bringing the total to 92,326. Currently, 88 people are hospitalized, 22 of whom are moderately ill, 6 severely ill, and 3 critically ill. Jamaica's positivity rate for the latest round of testing is 22.5%. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.